I did this one thing where I lost like what, 160 pounds in about 10 months. And I've been maintaining it off ever since. As a matter of fact, I'm going on. I finally got the numbers. It's a year and 2 months. I'm going on a year and 2 months maintaining around this weight. And so what I'm going to be showing you here is this one bread that I like, that I've been making a lot quite recently. And this time I'm going to do a little twist on it. And I'm just going to show you this one particular type of bread that I really like and the twist for it. I found over here on YouTube University, there's one link to like this one, keto rustic bread or whatever. I'll go ahead and supply some of that information down here. And ever since then, I've really been liking that recipe. There's just something very gourmet about it, very upper class. I don't know, it has like a fanciness to it. Really adds to the experience of the meals that I'm making. But this time around, because I like to kind of mix things around and whatnot, I'm gonna go ahead and switch around some ingredients. And I have no idea how this is gonna come out. This might be the best thing ever, this might be the worst thing ever. I have no idea. I really don't. I am not gonna be trying this after it's done. This is gonna be for a tomorrow thing. Right now, today, I am just going no food. I had plenty the day before and the other day, and I figured, you know what? Give a whole full day for the body to kind of just relax, give the gut some time to do its thing, and autophagy and all this stuff. All right, I've already kind of gathered here the whole squad of what's about to be going in the bowl and whatnot. I'm gonna be having what, 5 eggs over here, about 4 ounces of cream cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and soften this up in the microwave here in a second. I have some coconut flour, some apple cider vinegar, some salt, some phylum husk, I think you say it. We got some nutritional yeast. We got some baking powder. We got some almond flour, and we got some yogurt. I almost forgot. I'm also gonna be putting in some of this fancy everything sprinkle mix. This has sesame seed, garlic, onion, poppy seed, and caraway seeds. I'm gonna be putting some of this too, and because I'm in the spirit of mixing things up, I'm gonna add one more thing that it's not called for in the original recipe that I found. I'm gonna add some cinnamon. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. All right, I got my bowl over here, which I'm gonna be using to soften up some of this cream cheese and also mix in all the ingredients and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some cream cheese in here. Right here, we got about roughly 4 ounces of cream cheese. Okay, right now, up next, I'm gonna get this bad boy. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the microwave, and I'm gonna go for 20 seconds right now. I did 30 seconds the other day for some other recipe, and I started hearing fireworks popping off in that thing. For a second, I thought I left a piece of aluminum in here or something, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Try 20 seconds. I'm gonna see how that comes out. Well, I'll tell you what, it looks like around the 7 seconds remaining mark, I started hearing a little bit of popcorn action with the cream cheese. I guess I hit it to just the right amount. That's fine, that works. I'm gonna go ahead and just move this around here. That smells so good right now. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and get about, what is this, half a cup. I'm gonna get half a cup of, we got here some goat milk yogurt plain. In the original recipe that I found, it's supposed to be ricotta cheese, but I figured, you know what, I'm gonna mix things up. Wobble, wobble. That's about half a cup. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna put my rough, what do you call it, half a cup of goat plain yogurt right in there. Oh God, wow, cool. Up next, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of get it in there all nice and smooth. Just go as smooth as I can. Up next, I'm gonna go ahead and crack 5 large, this instance brown, Wavels eggs, and just kind of mix them in there. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do one at a time. How about that? That's how I go about it. Hold on. I'll tell you what, here in a little bit, once I'm done, making up the batter and whatnot, and I put this in the oven and whatnot, I'm gonna be doing some beef cheeks. It's been a minute. I'm also excited for that. Here goes egg number 2. Get in there, baby, get in there. All right. Here goes egg number 3. I totally feel like a machine right now. I am just like a total food processor. I'm assuming that's what it's called. Whatever that thing is called, I don't know. Here goes egg number 4. And last but not least, we got egg number 5. All right, up next, we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. In this instance, we got some fine Bragg apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's what we're gonna go on here. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons. And once again, back at it again. Just go ahead and stir that sucker up. Get it all nice and blended in there. The next thing I'm gonna put in here is 2 cups of almond flour. In this instance, I have some Trader Joe's with blanched almond flour. That's what I got over here. I'm gonna do 2 cups of this stuff. All right, here goes cup number 1. And here goes cup number 2. I'm gonna go ahead and put this off to the side. And once again, back at it again. Back in the stir it up factory. I would say if you want to use some other device or machine to kind of get this going, by all means. I'm just choosing this because something about me just using like the fork and whatnot, it's just because it's all, the whole process is slowed down a bit. It just feels, I don't know, maybe a little extra special to me. And there's also like this element of relaxation. Like, you ever seen like those coloring books that force you to color in between like 2 lines very close to each other, so that like you have to focus, like for like anxiety or whatnot. Not saying that that's what I'm having or anything like that, but something about being here, present in the moment. I dig doing it this way as opposed to doing it in a more quicker way, but by all means proceed however you want. And that bad boy getting a little thick. I am now gonna do a 1/4 cup. There we go, just in case, a little 1/4 cup of, I got some organic coconut flour. Now this is a raw special right here that I found. And that's gonna be a 1/4 cup of coconut flour. Oh man, now it's really getting thick. It's for sure. This bad boy is really getting thick. Alrighty, next thing I'm gonna go ahead and add is some of this fine phylum husk. I got this one at a place called, what was that again? Ralph's. But wherever you can find some of this stuff. I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons. There goes 1 tablespoon number 2, a 3rd hit, and the 4th blow. This already smells so good. I have a slight temptation to eat this as is, but I will not be doing that. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is 1/2 teaspoon of salt. In this instance, I have some Atlantic sea salt, fine, from Sprouts. So 1/2 teaspoon of that. Back to the arm workout, that's what we're talking about. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna add here is 2 teaspoons of the nutritional yeast. And this is the one that I got going on over here. I've already added 1. I'm gonna add the last one here in a second. Number 2. And second to last but not least, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of the what do you call this thing? The everything sprinkle. So, everything sprinkle. It goes number 1 and the last teaspoon. Time to get it really in there. I didn't think this through in the beginning, but you know what? It's all right. We're gonna do it anyways. I'm gonna add some pure lemon extract. I figured, to me, it makes more sense for me to have done it when it was everything was more in the loose form, so the flavor would be more uniform, I think. But who knows? Maybe this still works just fine in this clumpy form. Let's see. I'm gonna go for 1 teaspoon of this extract. What I'll do is I'm gonna make a mental note so that next time I put this in the beginning rather than at this stage, and I'm just gonna make a mental note. How does this taste once it's done? This is the upcoming batch at some point in the future. Who knows? Maybe it tastes the same. And now the final thing I'm gonna add is 1 tablespoon of baking powder. There you go, 1 tablespoon in here. And in case you were curious as to which one I'm using, this is what I'm going for right here, grain-free. All right, I got my, what do you call it, wax paper, a little paper that I'm gonna be putting in so that the bread doesn't stick to the pan over here. What is this, about 7? This is a 9" by 5" pan, so that's what I got here. I'm gonna get every single little bit of this onto the final product. All right, now I'm just gonna play with this a little bit, just roll it into something that looks like an actual loaf of bread. While I'm still working on this right now, I just went ahead and I turned on the oven. So I'm gonna go for 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what it is in Celsius. I'm sorry, I just, not off the top of my head. and then 1 hour. 1 hour, so 350, 1 hour. Now this part isn't necessary, but with a knife, if you do a little bit like this, a little there, and then a little, and then maybe a second one, right? If you do this, it just makes the final product look a little bit more, I don't know, special. Last but not least, I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on top. And that's gonna be roughly about yay much, which is what, an eighth of a teaspoon. I'll put the rest of that away. Last time I did this, I thought the bread was gonna come out tasting like a dessert or something, but it didn't. The way that the cinnamon stuck to the bread, it almost enhanced it. It didn't taste like a dessert. It tastes like it was, I don't know, it complemented the whole gourmet bread taste that it has going on. But you know what? You know what I will do? I am gonna sprinkle some more of these seeds on the top. And that is half a teaspoon of additional everything's mixed seeds sprinkled on top of this bread over here. Almost last but not least, I'm now gonna put this bad boy in here. Oh yes. And now I'm just gonna simply get some of this extra paper out of the way. And that is what the almost finished product looks. To me, it looks pretty amazing so far. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait for the oven to finish the whole preheat sequence. Once that's done, I'm gonna put it in there, and then that's about it. Once it's done, I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna let it cool down. Once it cools down, which I'm not sure how long that might take. I'm not sure. However long it takes for this to cool down. Once it does cool down, I'm gonna slice it into 16 slices. That's what I'm gonna do. At the rate that I eat this stuff, I usually do 2 slices per meal. And because I don't eat every single day, there'll be days that I might eat on a Monday, I might eat on a Tuesday, eat nothing on a Wednesday. And then I might eat on a Thursday, Friday, eat nothing on a Saturday. Because I kind of play around with my fasting protocol that way, this, for me at least, because it's just me right now, this can last a while. But obviously accordingly, if there's more people, adjust accordingly. That's all I gotta say. The oven is now ready. I forgot to say one more thing. I'm gonna put this in the middle of the oven, middle rack, right about the middle. It's ready. It is ready. Oh yes. Put my little hand back so I don't like. That's what I got going on right there. Oh yes. That looks so. I don't know if it's gonna taste good. Or that smells good. That cinnamon is really working it. Oh yes, it is. Yes, that smells so good. It smells good. I'm gonna let that bad boy calm down for a little bit, but that smells cool. And it looks pretty good too, in my opinion, of course. And at this point, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna let it cool down, and then once it cools down, I'm just gonna slice it up, and then I'm just gonna, I just put it in the freezer. I put it in the freezer, and then when it's time to eat, I get the slices that I'm gonna use for whatever meal or wherever I'm gonna eat it. Whenever I am going to eat it, and then I just put it in the air fryer, heat it up, and then it's almost back to this basically. Aside from that, I won't be tasting it right now, but I'll be tasting it tomorrow. That's for sure. I'll be tasting it tomorrow, and let's see how this goes. Oh man. Oh yes. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't even 5 minutes after that last clip, and my impatient ass just went ahead and gave one slice. I just wanted to see it real quick, and oh yes, it smells really good. Oh, smells really good. Oh yes, I can actually smell the little lemon, we call it lemon extract that I put in there. As of right now, with the whole cinnamon on the top, and the sesame seed, and the lemon extract, with everything put together, it smells good. But only in time will I be able to really find out how it really tastes. We'll find out. I'll tell you right now, that bread works. For a second, I thought that the lemon extract was going to be a little bit too much, a little bit too overpowering. It was not. It actually works. It really works. And so I'm getting this idea right now. I would say stay tuned. I'm gonna pair something up in there in one of the next videos here. I'm thinking of making a sandwich out of this thing. Well, let's see how it goes. All right. See you next time.